Hi everyone, welcome to what the NFT video 2, and in this video we'll be talking about content creation strategy. So when you're creating your NFT collection, what are some of the kind of things that you actually want to look out for? I'm going to, in this video, what we'll do is we'll dive through some collections and I'll talk you through my own collection and some of the choices behind the attributes that I put together, and I'll also show you a very cool tool at the end of the video to help you choose different color themes that will actually work. So here we are on an OpenSea page. I'll scroll down here, you'll see the collection. So let's dive into perhaps the first two of these. Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks, some pretty good things to learn from in terms of how they've done it. They've had massive success. So I'm going to go over to this tab here. So what I've done is I've actually opened up a couple of Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, and you can see here that they have different attributes to them. So what I've done is I've also opened up the attributes for each of them here. Move that out of the way. So you can see that, so by the way, I got to this through here. So if you scroll down below, you can see properties, and if you expand properties, you'll see all the properties. What I've done is I've just arranged the windows a bit easier so we can see it in this tool. Otherwise we'll forever be scrolling up and down, randomly or tabbing all the time, which seems to be what I'm doing. Okay, so each of them have a background color. The one on the left, you can see it has purple, and below that it'll tell you how many of the NFT pieces actually have that attribute. So here on the left, 13% have this trait. On the right, the background color is grey, and again you can see that 12% have that trait. Then each of them will have different sets of t-shirts here. So this one here on the left has a striped t-shirt, 4% have that trait. The one on the right has this kind of stunt jacket, which I assume is some kind of Evel Knievel type throwback thing. Then the next, so this is quite interesting, right? This one has an airing on the left. You can see the one on the left has 7 property boxes, whereas the one on the right only has 6. So they've added something to this one, and we'll actually have a look at the different prices to see how much that extra thing has cost. So this one, someone's bid 105 for the one on the left and 83. Mind you, this one is that currency, and this one is, I believe that's wrapped Ethereum. Beside it, you can see the dollar amount anyway to help you translate it. So different properties are required if you want to create a collection. So have a little think about what your NFT collection would be like and some of the different properties you have. I'm going to dive into another one. Let's go back to our main window over here. Let's look at the CryptoPunks one. So the CryptoPunks is another interesting thing. They'll kind of share the same theme, the same base shape, but within that there's different elements to it. So let's take this one, I suppose. And the way they've done it is slightly differently to Bored Ape Yacht Club. Obviously this is a pixelated version, but the way they've set the properties up, I was having a little dive in here a few moments ago just before recording this video, and they actually do their traits differently. If it decides to load, that is. There we are. So let's have a look at the properties section over here while the image loads in. And what they've done is they've actually written out the number of attributes each one of these things have. So this one has 3 attributes. Attribute 1 being the mohawk, attribute 2 being the nerd glasses, and attribute 3 being the normal beard. What does that bit underneath it say? Beard, B dot dot, whatever that means. And then they all have a type, so it'll either be a male or female type, I expect. And that's how they've kind of generated all of their different attributes. So how can you use that? It's great when we see other people using it. So I'll show you quickly how I actually put that together in my own collection, which is over here, Pixel Race. So in Pixel Race, what I've done is I've generated 100 unique racing car drivers. And the way that I've done it is, let's pick this one. I've done it in that I came up with 5 different attributes for each racing car driver. For some reason, I think when I'm recording, everything seems to slow down on my internet, but we'll persist anyway. So what I've done here on these racing car drivers, the attributes that I've gone with is a background color. So you can see each of these has a different background color. This one's light cyan, this one is blue. It's loading in now, hopefully. And then in the properties, just give it a moment to load in, I've gone for the concept of how can I make these not quickly, but how can I make these in a way where they'll actually be kind of uniform and have enough variation to make each one look different. So what I've done is I went for this concept of, we'll talk about the background, badges. So the badges have this badge is white. So the badges here are on the chest and 2 on the sleeve. And as I go through them all, I've created different variations, which I'll go through that in Procreate in a subsequent video. Accents, I've got accents here on the shoulders, on the helmet, hair and hair, and going across, on the inside leg, and on the boots as well. And then I went for this concept of a trim, and the trim is going around the edges of the outside of the leg, the elbow pads, and just on the edges of the chest, I suppose. And then the last one I went for was the suit and helmet color, which in this case is red, and I've added in an extra bit of red as a highlight in here. And that's how I kind of generated all of these variations to create elements that are different. Now, how can you actually find out what are good colors and what match? There's a very cool tool called color.adobe.com, and what it is, essentially this color wheel, right? If you're not familiar with the concept of a color wheel, it takes all the colors that exist in the spectrum that we can see, and in here you can actually pick up different patterns to create your colors. So for example, one of the ones that is quite a popular one is this complementary color split, and this tool will allow you to grab one of these wheels and move it around, and as you move these wheels around, you can see the 5 color blocks in here will kind of give you these hexadecimal codes, which will kind of tell you what the colors are. With that, you can actually go in and copy and paste these numbers, or even save this whole palette out and throw it into your tool, whatever it is, Procreate or Photoshop, and that will help you create pleasing colors that work together in whichever one of these different methods you want to use. And through those colors, you can actually then create your variations in, for me, I used Procreate. You can use whichever tool you like. Create those color variations, export them out to the NFT generation package that you're using. Again, I'll go through one of those videos in the series. And with that, then you just upload it up to OpenSea, and you'll have a collection that works quite nicely when it's looked at the homepage. So that's kind of all I wanted to talk about in today's video. Please hit like, please hit subscribe if you'd like to learn more. I'm going to dive through the process of how I actually went through and created all of these different elements. And yeah, if you like, I also have a What the NFT free ebook, which you can download from my website. The link will be in the description below. And yeah, sign up to the email list, and let's stay in touch. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my Buy Me a Coffee page and show your support there if that's something you'd like to do. Okay, till next time, hope you have a nice rest of the day. Thank you, bye bye.